Good morning, boys and girls. Happy Tuesday. Here is your morning message. We're going to go over your assignments today. Starting off with social studies. You're going to watch the lesson reviewing the state level of branches. Remember, that was introduced to you yesterday. So you're going to watch another lesson, and it's going to review the state level of branches. After you're done, you're going to do a social studies discussion, okay? And you're going to have to name the responsibilities of each of the branches of the state level of government. So let me show you really quick what that looks like. So you're going to choose the lawmakers. What are the responsibilities? Here are your choices. Same thing for the governor and same thing for judges. Okay, there's going to be, these are your choices to use. Just make sure that you're watching the lesson. Okay, there won't be the same number for each one. So it's really important that you're taking notes. You can even use the lesson from yesterday. Remember, that's still available if you go to Monday. So that's your social studies for today. Remember, yesterday you didn't have any kind of practice to do. You just had to watch the lesson. So today you're watching another lesson, but you are doing the matching with that when you're done, the sort. All right, for reading and writing, we're going to put those together today. You're going to do another lesson where you're learning about how readers look closely. This is a lesson with Miss Bonilla. You're going to watch the lesson on how readers look closely when they're reading. Okay, that's your step one. Step two, when you click on here, it's going to take you to an article about narwhals. You're going to read that article. When you're done reading the article on narwhals, you're going to start a new thread. You're going to start a discussion. This is where your writing comes in. And you're going to write about the main idea of one of the paragraphs. So if you click on the discussion, you're writing about the main idea of Mystery Tooth. What did you notice? What is it teaching us? And what do you think the main idea of the paragraph is? Yesterday for your reading discussion, I had to correct a lot of you because you just put the topic of your amazing animal video. You just said this video is about owls or this video is about cheetahs. You didn't tell it in a sentence. Go back and look at Lydia's reading discussion post and you'll see the correct way that you're supposed to write your main idea. So for Mystery Tooth, I want you to tell me a complete sentence about the main idea of this paragraph. Okay, so that's going to be your writing discussion. It goes along with the reading. So then when you're done, you can move on. You're going to go back to Tuesday. So you're done with social studies, done with reading and writing. You are going to do some grammar practice. Yesterday you watched a lesson with Miss Phillips about how to put commas in an address. This is going to be another discussion, and you're going to have to retype the sentences and put the commas in the correct place of the address. All right, so if you're working on a computer, like on a keyboard, that comma is right next to the letter M. It's underneath the less than sign. So make sure that you're putting the commas in the correct place. Please go back at some point and check the discussion to make sure that I either left you a comment or I didn't tell you to go back and change anything. Again, same thing with yesterday's discussions, making sure that you go back and see if there was any changes you needed to make as well. And then your last thing is math. Yesterday we introduced math. I am so impressed with how well you guys did with your scavenger hunt. Some great finds that you guys found in your house that were about 1 gram. Some friends said a bean, a Lego, like a scrunchie or hair tie. That was a really good one. Eraser top, a pair of socks, a napkin, a ring toy, a piece of paper. Those were all great finds that you found for about 1 gram. For about a kilogram, I love how someone said a bottle of honey. I think that was Steven. A bottle of lotion, a big chapter book, maybe like a hardback chapter book. Some of you put things that were a little too big, like a car or piano. That would be a lot more than just 1 kilogram. Remember that 1 kilogram is like the weight of, feels the same as like a dictionary. So going on with math, you're going to actually watch 2 lessons today. You see step 1, you're going to watch the lesson on measuring mass. Step 2, you're going to watch the lesson on estimating mass. So it's important to watch them in order and watch the entire video. Remember that I can tell if you're watching the whole thing or not. You have an anchor chart that you can use about estimating. And then your next thing you're going to do is another discussion. So lots of discussions today. You're going to start a new thread. You're going to follow the directions. And what you're doing today is you are looking to see which student do you agree with, explain your thinking, and they're having to estimate the mass of a pineapple. So you're going to look at Dan, Pamela, and Harmony, and you're going to see who you agree with, and you're going to say why. A lot of you did not justify your thinking last week. Remember that you can justify by even telling the mistakes of the other person. Why was their answer not correct? That's another way you can justify that your answer is correct. Well, their response said this, and I know that's not true because why? So again, who do you agree with and why? Remember that the way you're justifying is you can even talk about the other friends, their mistakes. What was wrong with that? Please make sure, again, that you go back and check your discussion, that Ms. Hollum or Ms. Fatella did not leave any kind of comments for you to go back and fix. And that is all for today. Let's just double check. Yep, and then you've got Ms. Vatella's resources in case you need them. Don't forget that you can post a question, a concern, or you can email Ms. Hollum if you have a question or need help. All right, have a wonderful day, friends.